his head impatiently. "We tried to. Colonel Ryder went to try to get him to work on a certain matter of great importance, and he flatly refused. He's no fascist or appeaser, according to his record. What's wrong with him?" "Nothing, sir. Nothing like that. He's probably in a bad mood. His moods never are anything to brag about, and of course he's dejected because I'm not there. But the main thing is they don't know how to handle him." "Do you know how to handle him?" "Yes, sir." "Then go and do it. We want him on a day basis under Schedule 34H. We want him immediately and urgently on a matter that Colonel Ryder went to him about. Nobody has even been able to make a start on it. How long will it take you?" "I couldn't say. It all depends." I stood up with my heels together. "An hour, a day, a week, 2 weeks. I'll have to live in his house with him as I always did. The best time to work on him is late at night." "Very well. On your arrival, report to Colonel Ryder at Governor's Islands by telephone. Report progress to him, and tell him when you are ready for him to see Mr. Wolfe." He got up and offered me a hand, and I took it. "And don't waste any time." In another room downstairs I found they had got me a priority for a seat on the 3 o'clock plane for New York, and a taxi got me to the airport just in time to weigh my luggage through and make a run for it. Chapter 2. All the seats were taken but one, the outside of a double near the front, and I nodded down at the occupant of the seat next to the window, a man with spectacles and a tired face, stuffed my hat and coat on the shelf, and lowered myself. In another minute we were taxiing down the runway, turning, vibrating, rolling, picking it up, and in the air. Just as I unfastened my seat belt, dainty female fingers gripped the seat arm, a female figure stopped, and the profile of a female head with fine blonde hair was there in front of me, speaking across to the man with spectacles. "Would you mind changing seats with me? Please?" Not wanting to make a scene, there was nothing for me to do but scramble out of the way to permit the transfer. The man got out, the female got in and settled herself, and I sat down again just as the plane tilted for a bank. She patted my arm and said, "Escamillo, darling, don't kiss me here. Good heavens, you're handsome in uniform." "I haven't," I said coolly, "any intention of kissing you anywhere." Her blue eyes were not quite wide open, and a corner of her mouth was turned up a little. Viewed objectively, there was nothing at all wrong with the scenery, but I was in no frame of mind to view Lily Rowan objectively. I have told elsewhere how I met her just outside the fence of an upstate pasture. The episode started with me in the pasture along with a bull, and the situation was such that when I reached the fence, considerations of form and dignity were minor matters. Anyhow, I got over, rolled maybe 10 yards, and scrambled to my feet, and a girl in a yellow shirt and slacks clapped her hands sarcastically and drawled at me, "Beautiful, Escamillo. Do it again." That was Lily. One thing had led to another, several others, until finally... But now... She squeezed my arm and said, "Escamillo, darling." I gazed straight at her and said, "Look it. The only reason I don't get up and ask one of our fellow passengers to change seats with me is that I am in uniform, and the service has notions about dignity in public places, and I know quite well that you are capable of acting like a lunatic. I am going to read the paper." I unfolded the Times. She was laughing in her throat, which I had once thought was an attractive sound, and she arranged herself in her seat so that her arm was against mine. "Sometimes," she said, "I wish that bull had got you that day 3 years ago. I never dreamed when I saw you tumbling over that fence that it would ever come to this. You haven't answered my letters or telegrams. So I came to Washington to find out where you were, intending to go there. And here I am. Me, Lily Rowan. Escamillo, look at me." I'm reading the paper. "Good heavens, you're wonderful in uniform. Very rugged. Doesn't it impress you?"